Yeah, she's early today. Hello, hello. Hi everybody. Hello, finest Shandy. Hello. Hi everybody. Come on in, come on in. Hello. Hello, Miss Adipa. How are you? Hello, Miss Kenisha. How are you? Hi everybody. Hello, Mr. Yusuf. Shalafiani. Hi TikTok family. Adukwe, Adukwe. Adukwe, we thank the Lord. Hi, Facebook and YouTube family. What's going on? Happy New Month. Happy New Month, everybody. A cool April. Y'all, it's already the fourth month. You know how the year starts, and you're like, like for me, for those of you who get tax refund, you're always, happy when January comes around. Like, okay, end of the month in January, you get your W-2, you can file your taxes. Those of us who do not get refunds and we have to pay Uncle Sam, we're not looking forward to doing that. So we're thinking, April should, before they take my money. And then the April comes on, and I'm like, April, so what's going on? But anyway, we thank God for a new month. We thank God for new blessings, new favors, new mercies. T, everything okay? What's all who's that Balu going? What's going? You fighting somebody? And the Mahila is married, and the mom comes in like, you're pretty much a deal. Kill off that shit. April is here. Hello, Miss Illinois Sanctuary. How are you? Hi, everyone. But anyway, we thank God for His mercies. Happy New Month. We're decreeing and declaring God's favor, God's mercies. Thank you. God's goodness, His grace, that unmerited favor will go before us, speak on our behalf. For everyone that is waiting and anxiously waiting on that testimony, your expectations will not be cut off. Our expectations should not be cut off. We would testify, and our testimonies will be permanent. They will not just be for a season, it will be permanent, and so shall it be. This is Attorney Abdisola Adebola Olale, immigration attorney based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. So if you've got an immigration case, if it's a case that we handle, we can and represent immigration clients regardless of the state you live in. If this is your first time here, come on in. Welcome to the most positive platform on social media. If I do say so myself, at least one of the most positive. We are here together as immigrants, sharing our stories, learning about immigration, teaching one another. It's not just about me talking the things I learned, like, oh, okay, Persevere. And amen, Friday Shandy. And so all our Muslim brothers and sisters during this Ramadan as well, we thank God that we know that each and every time as we all pray and in this, in the atmosphere of holiness, that God will hear our cries and hear our prayers. They will not fall on deaf ears, God, in Jesus' name. So if you need to contact our office, our office number is 334-341-4475. You can also text to that number on WhatsApp. We do not take calls on WhatsApp. Let me say one more time. We do not take calls on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is strictly for text messages. If you need to talk to somebody, you have to call a direct line, the same number. But the best way you can reach us is if you go on our website or send a text, we'll give you the information you need. Be sure to like and follow and share and subscribe YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at Olale Immigration. Thank you, Miss Helena Sanctuary. We would be glad to represent you. And we have spoken it into existence that our testimonies shall be full this month. There's so many cases that I'm believing God for and trusting Him that only the way only Him can do. He has started well. The first 2 days, yesterday and today, I've seen His goodness. As a case that I've been on for the past almost a year, it will be a year next month. trying to get what's it called, USCIS to add a derivative beneficiary to a VAR case that was omitted when the initial filing was done. And even though it took almost a year, finally got the notification today with the child's name. I mean, it's going to be a month to just testify. Because if not, then the mother would have had to start all over again, filing 9130. It would have been just too long. And she hasn't seen her child in a very, very long time. So we just thank God for his mercies. We thank him because he is faithful. And he will meet us at the very point of our needs this month. I believe so much that I know we are going to come back at the end of this month and beyond to testify to the glory of and goodness of God. So shall it be. You got to believe it. Speak it before you see it. Once again, our contact information is 334-341-4475. Hi, Miss Abina. How are you? All right, people. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that there's been a whole lot of changes with immigration, USCIS. Like they've gone rogue. Like it's like, they should have staggered the changes. Fees here, new forms here, deadlines here and there. So let's tackle that tonight. And let's get into it so we can get as much information. Now, I'll tell you this up front. I cannot share, at least I don't know yet how to share on share my screen on Instagram and TikTok. So for those of you who want to see, and I would say as we're going along, who want to see what I'm going to be sharing on my screen, you may want to go on either YouTube or Facebook at 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕 Immigration. If you go on our page, you will see that I'm live there and to get there. So there's going to be quite a bit of adjusting to be done. I'm just going to try to see how I can make that somewhat easier, especially for those of us who feel that's okay. That's okay. But when you now get to the point where you say, about the lawyer, yeah, that's what happens. But still knowing, even for those who are going to use it, but at least having an idea what it is that is your case is going to entail, what you need to file, what has changed, what are the new fees, how do you know what the new fee is going to be? That's what we're going to tackle this night. Okay, so first things first, let me start by saying almost all the forms, almost all the forms have changed. USCIS has updated all the forms. I want to say probably just the notice of asylum form that was just updated last year. Then the notice of appearance as canceled. They haven't updated that since like 200 years ago. They don't care about attorneys. Like, okay, what difference does it make? But so tonight we're talking about changes in USCIS immigration filings. Changes in USCIS immigration filings. We lower this a little bit. Okay. Changes in USCIS immigration filings. Hold on 1 second to fix this a little bit. Perfect. That's what we're talking about. Changes in the forms, updates in forms. If you notice that you were in the middle of doing your N400 application on say on Sunday, and you woke up yesterday morning and it was gone, that's because there's a new N400 application for naturalization that USCIS has now released and has deleted everyone who did not submit their applications by March 31st online. Your draft would have been completely deleted. You would have to start all over again because they have changed the N400 application. So that's part of what the changes in the naturalization application is. They have included some other changes, but to include a different gender option in the N400 application. But every other form has changed in the sense of their new additions for those forms. So especially the most common forms we're filing: I-130, I-765, I-485, I-131, I-130A, I-360. All those forms are being updated. Actually, they have been updated. New editions of those forms have been released. However, except for employment-related forms like H-1B, I-129, I-140, all the other forms, family and humanitarian related, if you have the old versions, those are still good up until June 2nd, 2024. Starting on June 3rd, 2024, USCIS will only accept the new edition of the forms. So the best practice is, if you're not sure of what form to use, or you're not sure of the edition of the form, go on USCIS website. You will get the most current, the newest edition of each form directly from their website. It doesn't cost a thing to download it. Do not go to street lights like I need phone. No. Go on the website and put in the information yourself and get the proper form. Because if you send in an expired or outdated, unacceptable version, you're going to delay your case because they'll send it back to you, right? And that's going to cause even much more delay in your case. So that's number one with the forms. Just know that forms have changed. I already told all my people on my team, like, hey, people, don't let me have to repeat myself twice. I'm telling you, if you can work with me, you can work with anybody. I don't think I can work with myself, but what can I do? I'm living in this body. Okay, so that's that on forms. Let's talk about fees. How have the fees changed? The best news so far is going to be for VAWA petitioners when it comes to fees. If you are filing a VAWA petition starting yesterday, April 1st, 2024, every single companion application that you file with your VAWA petition, you are not going to pay filing fees. So bye-bye to the $1,225 that you used to pay. And for those who are going to be filing the regular marriage case, the I-485 is now going to be $1,440 or thereabouts, 440 or 540. Let me check real quick. And then they're going to pay $675 for I-130. But this is where it gets even more interesting. If you are going to be doing normally before April 1st, 2024, you file your I-485, and that means that you don't pay filing fees for the I-765 and I-131 if you pay filing fee for the green card application. That has changed starting yesterday. If you're doing a regular marriage case, the total for anyone who is paying, and so if you're going to get on YouTube or Facebook, then I will be able to share my screen with you. Let me see. Hold on one second. Okay, so let me go. I'm gonna mess this up. Hold on one second, people. So like I said, I can do that. Well, I don't know how to do it yet on Instagram at the same time, but come on YouTube and Facebook so you know exactly where to go. I will show you something first. Share screen. All right, right here. Hold on one second. Present. Share screen. All right, y'all can see all kind of stuff on my. It's all about immigration. I tell you, it's interesting. Is that it? Okay, yes, I think that's it. I think. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen on YouTube and Facebook, right? Can y'all tell me? Let me go in the comments and make sure y'all can see. Can y'all tell me if you can see? My fees, thank you, Miss Sabina. Can you see my screen? Yes, no? You should be able to see it on YouTube and Facebook because y'all may have to come. TikTok, Instagram. We'll go back and take questions, but somebody say yes, no, because I can see y'all on there. Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, so this is where you can't see it much. You may, I don't know, depending on your device, just zoom it out or something. All right, thank you. You can see it. Okay, perfect. All right, so if you look at that, you would see that this is USCIS .gov website. So for USCIS forms, filing fees, frequently asked questions. This actually, if you go on our website, and that is, we have all these resources on the resources page on our website. All you have to do is go on the resources page and you will be able to see the link. All you have to do is just click on the link. It will take you directly to the frequently asked questions on the USCIS website. This is where their fees are. And that is the easiest way to know what their fee is going to be. And now, well, this is one way, but the easiest way, and I'll show you what that is. So where it says current fees, those were the fees. This is probably going to change because right now, obviously, that is not current. This is still on their frequently asked questions page. So where it says final fees, this is where you want to look. Final fees is the column you want to go with. And when you scroll all the way, it will tell you the corresponding form you're looking for. And then the third column is where you are looking to find the fees that you want to see. Okay. But let me make this even a whole lot easier, right? My dad would have been 86 2 days ago on March 31st. He would have been 86. I mean, I was a daddy's girl through and through, like you haven't seen. Anyway, so that's one. Now, let me go to, let's see. I'm going to go on. Hold on 1 second. Let me do it this way. Okay. So just to even, well, show you our website and then show you where, how easy it is to find out your fees. Give me 1 second here. I don't have my mouse with me. Okay. So share. All right. This is our website right here. Let me show you the I don't have my mouse, so I'm just okay. This is olalayalawfirm.com. It's a very easy website to maneuver, really. It's so easy to browse. So I see that pretty face right there with the black and white and the gray hair. Lord have mercy, that hair is great. But anyway, here is where you want to click. Resources tab right here. If you cannot figure out, maybe there's a whole lot going on USCIS and all that, that's good. Go on our website, resources tab. You see where it says USCIS current filing fees? That's already there. All you have to do is just click that link and it will take you directly to the link to the fee. So we actually, my guy needs to edit that because the current filing fees was up until Sunday. So you see where it also has USCIS new fees effective April 1st, 2024. Click that, it will take you to that page you just left. But here it is, fees calculator. That's what you want to do. You want to go to, and let me share that page with you. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, people. Fees calculator right here. So that is what you're looking for. This is the easiest way to know what you're going to be paying for all your applications. USCIS has done an excellent job. I'll tell you, it cannot get easier than this. If you just know what form you're filing, go on this, and the link is on our website, or put in USCIS fee calculator in Google or Microsoft Edge, whatever the case may be. It will Yahoo. It will bring up this page, and all you've got to do is select the form that you are looking to file, and then I-130, for instance, I-130, petition for alien relative, submit. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Then it will give you the option of general filing right there in green, 675. And then that's where most people will fall under, if you're, unless you're an Afghan national, right? And then you've got the option of start over. So let's do for someone who is filing a VAR case, which I'm not when you go on my file case, they have qualified qualify. But if you qualify, one of the great things, humanitarian things they could have done is to take filing fees away from VAWA petitioners because you've already gone through a whole lot already. So we already know the I-360. Where is it? Right here. I-360, right? Submit. Then USCIS has now categorized it to let you know you've got to select what category you fall under. Because the I-360 is used for different things. It's useful to file someone who is a widow's petition, meaning you're self-petitioning, but not based on abuse, but based on the fact that you've lost your spouse. But for VAWA petitioners, when you go here, it will tell you exactly what your fee is. One of the things we're going to be doing in my firm, at least for the next 30 days, so that USCIS gets used to their own system, is I'm going to be printing out the calculated fee for, and this is a tip that I do often, and that's a great tip for you to use as well. I'll be printing out the calculated fee with every application and the package so that it's very clear that, and you people don't reject my package because this is what you said we have to pay or not pay. And here is the calculated fee from your website, because you ain't going to argue with your own information, right? So that's showing zero filing fee. Then go ahead and hit start over. Now we want to find out I-485, because everybody files that. In order for you to work while your VAWA case is pending, you've got to file a 485 so you can file a C9 category work permit, right? So you choose I-485, submit. Here is where it gets interesting. If you look on your screen, right, it has, let me see that? I just want to make sure you got it's still showing. So it has all the options of who can file I-485, right? So it has all of that. And then you scroll to see what category do you fall under. If you are filing based off of your filing as an, let's see, you're filing, what's the general filing? Hold on. I may be looking at it right in front of me, but general. Okay. General filing, right? 1,440. So that's for your spouse, employment based. But if you are a child under the age of 14 and submitting your case with at least one parent, your fee is different. But if you are filing as a VAWA self-petitioner, right here, violence against women self-petitioner, here we go, zero. You ain't going to pay filing fees anymore based on your VAWA case. Zero. I cannot tell. We had 3 go out today. We've got 4 more cases that we're trying to send out this week, all VAWA petitions. And all of those clients, I literally have your money orders for your filing fees in your packages. And I said, you know what? There's one who I said, let me send it out. I can send it out, but we can either send it out or save your, I was going to say something, or save you and the child that is basically they're going to be paying what, $2,004 fees. So we can send it out, or we can wait till April 1st week, and you can save $2,450. You and your child, you choose, and whichever you want to do. She called me. She was like, this is lawyer. I die for you. Sherry. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, if someone gives me $2,450, why not? But I was like, hey, there were some of my clients who didn't mind. They wanted to send their cases out. Fine. But, and then we still weren't sure. I wanted to see for sure that USCIS was serious. Like VAWA petitions weren't going to pay filing fees. Because, I just got to know that I think about 2 weeks ago, because we're in clear. So zero filing fees. All right, let's go to I-765 for anyone who, and I'll get to those who have pending cases as well. So I-765, submit that, right? And then it lists all the categories as well. And then go on, let's see. Where am I looking at? I want to see, maybe looking at it right in front of me. So that's general filing. And then if you are filing renewals for who paid, okay, there we go. If you're filing initial, here it is, initial employment authorization under one of the following categories, right? C9, you would see, let's see, where is it? Person seeking, let me use my cursor. Person seeking adjustment of status as involved petitioner, including self-derivatives, 0. You aren't going to pay filing fee to your VAR case. So enough about VAR cases, right? Let's go to regular cases. One question we've had quite a bit of within the last week was this lawyer shade about my renew work permit now that how is that going to go? Good news is if you have a pending I-485, and that was one of the things we weren't clear about, but they've clarified that if you have a pending I-485 that is still pending and you paid the filing fee back then of $1,225, you still will not pay to renew your work permit as long as that I-485 is pending. Let's see. So I-765, right? Work permit. And it is a renewal EAD, right? Right here. So it says C9 or C16. So C9 is what is applicable to you. Current adjustment of status, registry applicant is C9, C16. Who filed for adjustment of status on or after July 30, 2007 and before, guess the main thing, before April 1st, 2024, and who paid the Form I-485 filing fee. Guess what? You ain't paying anything to renew your case either. So this is one of the best tools that you've got to use while we are all transitioning from this whole new forms, new fees, all of that good stuff. When in doubt, just go on their website and get the information that they have given so that you are clear. But when in doubt, you may be better off just say, as this ledger, calculation. I went to law school, so I don't have to do math. This is my kind of math. That's about me. When we can click, then we're fine. But let's get to questions. Disclaimer, general information, nothing specific to anybody's case, but it's a whole lot of information to take in. This is what I live for, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm listen, I think I'm a nerd. Truth be told, I just do it with style. But this is what I live for, just even being able to figure things out. I'm like, okay, yes, I know. And when you can save your clients money, why not? Right? But anyway, so answers to questions are going to be very, very general, nothing specific to anyone's case. My Easter was great. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter holiday. Thank you for asking. Okay, so let's go. Let me take this out. Alrighty, let me go back here. Thank you, Ms. Abena. It confused you. It's a lot, but because especially when the category is broken down. But listen, for me, it's a lot easier. And I was like, oh, whoever. It wasn't AI they used, because no AI can, well, maybe what, I don't know. Whoever it is, human AI, they made my life a lot easier, because I'm going to be filing all our cases and mailing and people, because there's someone new. So it might, because I can't even tell you how many times I have cases rejected, only to find out that there's one that they rejected and told me that the fee was incorrect for a child who was 10 years. This was not last year, born in 2013. We filed with the mother's application. That means at that time you had to pay $750. Sent it back and says we paid the wrong fee. It was $1,225. I had to break it down. Like, okay, somebody's cells are not connected in the mailroom. So the cover page, I said 2023 minus 2013 equals 10 years old. So please do not reject again. Because listen, because it's frustrating after doing all that work. And then they send it you back and they won't even put it in the order. They just send it back to you like, you go fix it. I'm like, and for people like me who have OCD, when you send something back, when I put it in order, like, I mean, our my symbol, and I put in an order, and you not send it back to me, crazy. But anyway, okay, all right. Hello, Mr. James, how are you? Yeah, please share with your share this video, especially fees, what category they fall in, and all that good stuff. Okay. Miss Miriam, so if you go on that website, like I said, you'll be able to get that calculation done easy for your what you're asking. If a U.S. citizen petitions for a married child, could it affect the derivative beneficiaries if they apply for a non-immigrant visa? It's not like it can affect. It's just going to be discretionary whether they're going to grant a non-immigrant visa, because now they know they're going to be included in the independent in the petition. But the thing about that is, married children, even if they come here on a non-immigrant visitor visa, they still have to maintain status. You're not an immediate relative where if you get out of status, then you can adjust that. No, it doesn't work that way. So my point is, it doesn't pay anyone who's going to be a derivative beneficiary of a married child or married son and daughter to now overstay. So my point is, they probably would know they have to go back to their home country, and shouldn't be a problem getting the visa to start with. I'm a green card holder, sponsored my wife. How much income required after the, if you go on the USCIS.gov website, it would tell you what you need as far as income. Okay. VAWA I-485 applicant approved without biometrics. On the status, instead new card being produced and changed to case approved. Would like to get a biometric appointment before card produced. If it says card has been produced, then that's what it is. Can a male 2 years green card divorce his female spouse? That's an interest. Okay. Can a male 2 years green card divorce his female spouse due to unfaithfulness and she refused to file taxes with him? So you're asking if, as a conditional resident, can you divorce your spouse, who probably is your petitioner, because they've cheated and they refuse to file taxes with you? Is that what you're asking? If you clarify, because I'm trying to understand what you're asking. I have some issues and would be willing to use your office to bring my kids here to the States. We'll be glad to set up a consultation. I don't ever tell you if I'm going to take a case unless I've done a consultation with you. 30 minutes, 140, 45 minutes, 210, 1 hour, 250. If you go on our website, that's the easiest way to get the information for you. Okay, so that's what you're asking. I can't tell you whether you should divorce, but obviously infidelity is a ground for divorce in most states. But that's something, and I guess what you're asking is you want to know how that's going to eventually affect. You're probably on a 2-year green card. You want to know how it's going to affect you going from that to a 10-year green card when the time comes. Is that basically where you're heading with that question? Yes, no? Real quick before I move on to the next. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. So you're welcome. Okay. Okay, so that's, see, but that's all they go when we go to the room. Okay, now go. Well, I would say that it's going to probably be in your best interests. If you have a lawyer on your case, talk to your lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer on the case, talk to one before you make any move. Let's figure out what is the evidence you already have. What evidence have you built already? If you're going to be going the divorce route, you still have to show good faith evidence, a good faith marriage, even if you're going to be filing a self petition. And so that's what you need to start with. Mr. Adekunle, it's on the, if you look on the screen, the number is on the screen, 334-341-4475. Okay. So today, my mom, God is a faithful God. So my mom sent me a video of my aunt, her elder sister, one of the Ogunde family sisters. I want the big thighs and big bum bum sisters. Yeah. All of them actually were gathered except my mom because they were only Nigerians. So my cousin, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I was like, what is what? And so it was a video celebration. Like, what's going on? Anyway, long story short, she's cancer free, in remission. God has healed her. I claim victory for her. It is signed, sealed, delivered. It's going to be a great month. That much I'm telling you, it's going to be by the end of this month. We're going to look back to this first week and say, you know what? Yes, we agreed in faith. There's too much prayer going on right now. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, we have too much declaration that we are decreeing into. We're speaking it, that the devil has to fail. There's no way he would not fail. There's no way we shall not succeed. We are speaking it. We just finished Easter, resurrection. There's nothing in your life that you're looking to God to do that he will not resurrect. Hey, just have to believe it. You've got to believe, even when it does not look like it is going to work. You don't see the way, but you know the person who makes a way. You don't have to see it. Just trust, believe that he's able to make that way. And at the appointed time, so shall it be. So we just have to keep believing. All righty. Nice to know, Miss Adipa. Finance channel, your people have arrived, right? Mr. Benham, I'm telling you, yeah, we need to do like a girls' trip, like go to Vegas or something. On my live, I couldn't be at the end of it, but that's okay. Miss Mary can come too. Oh, she might live, I couldn't like, no, I won't lay. But at least we know we tried. I can't even imagine. Finance Shandy, Miss Eleanor Sanctuary, Miss Abena, Cecil Lloyd. I know. Hello, Miss Giwa. I'm in Canada, but I am a family planning to come to the state. Please, what route can you give us? You have to sit down with a lawyer and figure out what your best option to relocate or to immigrate is. Happy New Month. Let's see. Amen. Tout girl. Ask your question. Yeah, this is the section we're in now. Thank you, Finance Shannon. I'm going to read that. Finance Shannon says, Amin. The blessing of this month of Ramadan will bring success and happiness to us all with a huge testimony, inshallah. Amin. Amen. So shall it be. We've got to take control. We've got to speak it. We've got the power of life and death. It's in the tongue that he has anointed and ordained us with. We've got to speak it before we see it and believe it that it's going to happen. Don't have to figure out how it's going to happen. You just do your part and leave the rest to God. Mr. Bennett says, good news and great testimonies, God willing. So shall it be. Does asylum grant who put in the change of status, do they call for an interview? Does asylum granted who put in the change of status, do they call for? Can you rephrase your question, tout girl? You have to rephrase your question. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Shitu. How are you? My day was great, Alan Gell. How was yours? Yes. Okay, perfect. Hello, Mr. Obioma. How are you? Good to see you on here. That's one of my bestest clients. He's just, we thank God. I have to say his testimony. I'm not going to say his last name, but if you remember when I told you guys about a client that was stuck outside United States because they left without knowing that their advance word had expired. He's back in the States. it- the day is going to come when he's going to testify. I'll just leave it as that. But he's back in the state. My head was checking out. Y'all don't know. I had sleepless night. I'm someone who is very invested in my clients, and I still struggle. It's a struggle for me to detach and not take things personal but it's just hard because this is a passion. So, you know, he wore me out. It's like, oh Lord Jesus, where do we start from? And I had no clue who to call, but I just started asking, and God put the right people at the right place at the right time for this man. And he, mm, mm, mm. Thank you, Ms. Zabina. Thank you, Ms. Sanctuary. I appreciate that. She manages. And I have to deal with TJ. TJ is like 10 kids in one. That's my favorite 13-and-a-half-year-old, right, T? That's my baby right there. My right, that's my kid. T. That's his mama's child. I have two sons. I have my oldest, my 19-year-old, my SJ. Easygoing, low maintenance kid. Ain't gonna stress nobody. And then God said, here's TJ. We love it. I wouldn't change you for the world. Love him. Love him. Love him. Love him. I love him. God is faithful. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me see something real quick. Let's see. Let me see anyone's question. I just hello, ma'am. I got my I-130 approved. Please help. It's not going to be the same. So your 𝐸𝐷_29. I think I know who that is. He was approved? For real? I think I know who that is. That would have been last week, right? Is that you? If that is who you are, let me know. Just say yes. I don't want to know how long the I-485 will be. If it's still within a week, I usually give them 30 days. But that would be great if that's you. Because I think we had a consultation 2 weeks ago. That would be awesome. Okay. Thank you for the breakdown. If you're like me, this information, they confuse you. Can you request an expedite EAD after filing an initial I-360? You can always request expedite anything as long as you have reasons to back it up. You're welcome. 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈_Willie, didn't get your response to my question. What is your question? I probably hadn't started then. If I change my status from B1 to F1 while in the US, will it affect my parents who are still on a visitor's visa? That shouldn't affect. Everybody has their own application or visa on their own and discretion on their own. Thanks for walking us through how to navigate a fees regimen in Trinity County. You're welcome. Deeply appreciate the positive news you shared with me today. You are so welcome. You are so welcome, Ms. Logan. You're absolutely welcome. If my divorce is not up to 2 years, can I appeal a vow denial? If you're appealing a vow denial is not based on how long your divorce has been. Appealing a vow denial is based off of if you have the time you were given, which is usually 30 or 33 days after the denial. It matters how long you've been divorced is you trying to file a new VAWA case. You're starting the VAWA case all over again, especially if you said it was denied. As long as the divorce is still less than 2 years, then you can refile the VAWA case. but it's not about appeal. The denial because based on divorce. Though I-360 is approved, what next? Then if you file the I-485, then that should be the next in the process. My sister has an approved I-140, but has a B1, B2 visa. She wants to come in and file I-485 with EAD, knowing the priority date wouldn't be current. After the 90 days rule, if she files it, I-485, is she safe? How will she file it if the priority date is not current? What is the basis of filing? You already said the filing priority date won't be current. So how is she going to file it if she's not eligible to file? Hello, Mr. Taiwo. How are you? Let me go back here. Okay. 𝒂𝒐𝒓𝒌𝒊𝒕. No room for opinion. We got to come together and fight it. God is more than enough. They would deport Vegas. They would deport us and ban us from Vegas. No, financially, we're going with one of the most gorgeous women. Now they'll see, I'm like, no, okay, let's forgive them. Just say when I'm ready. They would tell all our governors. Oh, did I just jump that? Oh, wait. Ugh. I'm not going to try. Okay, they tell all our governors to keep us in the state. Who's gonna check me? Where would I hear that from? We have our no. Don't forget that I'm not licensed in Vegas. You're going to be on your own. We're untouchable. Okay, as long as we have finance channel, we'll be fine. Hello, Mr. Elpo. How are you? Only one facial expression. What's up? Some of us don't have immigration issues. Oh, okay. Eshe Olu 5655. Adukwe Emabo. We have a plan with you on Thursday. Okay, fine, Shani. God is doing. He is still in the business of miracles. It's the best. And thank you. And TJ Bobo, finest T. Hello, Miss Peggy. What does it take to schedule an appointment with you? If you go on our website, like I said, it's easy to do. Look at my fine, handsome kiddo. Look at my fine. Y'all just look at those brows. That's whatever the 𝒑𝒂𝒉𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒕. Just God would just give him a boy brows like we. I should have just not treason. Look at my fine young one. Say hi, everybody.
What's up?
What are you gonna do?
I'll probably just get something.
Okay. Just took a shower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's my baby. You made it tonight, Miss Peggy. Come on. Welcome in. It's you. Oh my goodness, Mr. Lord, tell me when did. Oh my goodness. Okay, calm down. Congratulations. Oh, that is awesome news. Oh my gosh. Why didn't you send me an email? But that's bracing for everybody to go with you. Come on now. The least you could have done was to send me an email and say, this lawyer. Come on now. What's your excuse? You could have sent me an email. USCIS miscalculated the time period for my EAD application pending asylum. Should I file a motion to reconsider or should I wait and file? You're going to have to pay for a motion to reconsider. Just file a new one that you don't have to pay initial. So just sometimes it ain't what the bad with them. Can I give my sister proof of funds for studies even if I'm expecting a date for my marriage interview? You should be able to, because your status does not have anything to do with being able to sponsor. So you should be fine. Is there anything wrong if one spouse is on Section 8? It's not. There's nothing wrong It's just that you have to know what issues you may have in order for that person to file for you, and be up with some things you have to be upfront with USCIS with. So so it's not like someone who's on Section 8 cannot file, and because that's going to be discrimination. That's going to be financial discrimination, really. But it's just that a lot of people on Section 8 do not reveal a lot of information that not gets them and the spouse in trouble. That's my baby right there. His durag inspired your recent Amazon purchase. So he's growing his hair out, and he told me one of the, hey, can you get me durag? I'm like, what's going on? We're doing gangster lives now. What's literally? But so he's growing his hair, and he's got natural curls, but he also has the kidney topping twist, but then it gets tangled. But when he has the durag on, it softens. Listen, he just turned 13 last, so he's getting into the teen. And I'm on boy and look at would you little fine. But anyway, so that's his face we're in right now. That's the face we're in right now. Baba Samuel. Let's see. Peggy, is he available? Who's available? Who? You were doing. Thank you. I'm going to get to TikTok. Just hold on one second, everyone. Patiently waiting on Yeah. Are you asking my teacher? I did reach out immediately to that phone number. Your sister said she was going to tell you. Oh, I think she did. I even sent the confirmation note I was given, but I'll send it. I think listen, y'all have to. Last week, okay, so last week, I don't even know. I was telling me in the sanctuary, but it had like 51 cases. Funny thing is, 51, and there are 51 people right now watching. I told you it's going to be good. You got to speak here this month. And there's some days last week that I did not eat anything until dinner time because we had to get those cases out. The filing fees for those who are starting a marriage case, you're going to be paying $3,005 as opposed to $1,760. So that is what, under just a little bit under $1,300 increase. For some of us, that's our mortgage, that's our rent, it's quite a bit. So we had to do. So last week, Mr. Luato, I've got, and I still cannot catch up with my emails. If I show you my email, it's over 1,000 emails in my inbox, over 1,000. But congratulations, I'm telling you, I'm so happy for you. That is just favor right there. Okay, all right, absolutely fine. How often do you come on live video? We do it twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Can I go for an interview without the birth certificate of my newborn? I haven't had a chance to go collect it. Would it raise concerns? Baby is just 1 month old. If you have a newborn and you've got a marriage case coming up, then it's advisable for you to go with that, because that's going to be part of your evidence. That's going to be part of your evidence that you and your spouse just had a child. You don't want a case where they're doubting. I mean, that's how much good faith can you possibly have than the fact that you have a child together. You have a 13-year-old too as well. Okay. Hello, Mama. My mom is on. I did too. Y'all say hello to my mama. Yeah. I looked up, was 51 viewers, and I was like, wow. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's go to TikTok real quick. What does it mean when in your asylum case status said decision was picked up? It means that you should be expecting your decision to be mailed to you soon. Is it safe to travel with advanced parole? This is a question that is recurring every single time. And I will say the same thing. I don't know about your case. I cannot tell anyone to travel unless you're my client. But generally, as long as the only thing you've got that's been an issue is the unlawful presence, nothing else in your record, there really shouldn't be anything to be afraid of to be able to travel and come back into the country. There shouldn't be, generally. Can I call to ask questions? You can call, but you're going to have to pay. Prince Adewale. So you can call my office 334-341-4475, and it'll give you the information to set up a paid consultation. For a bona fide marriage, should I send the latest bill? That will be helpful. I just made an appointment with you for Monday. Okay, looking forward to meeting with you. Monday, long. Kinely. Am I not? I don't even know what my schedule is like. I just show up. They tell me, hey, my assistant leader, well, one of my assistants. I don't even know what I'll do with that. Like, about this, my schedule this week, I probably like, But then again, listen. All right, I'll see you then, Mr. Shino. Okay. What happens once USCIS approves my application and sends it to the State Department and I cancel? What do you mean if you cancel? So if you're no longer wanting to sponsor the person, if that's what you're asking, then they will just notify that you've withdrawn your petition, and that will be the end of story. Okay. Are BSc students entitled to post-study in the UK like master student? Please, I'm not in the UK. I don't practice immigration in the UK. I responded to RFE to both I-130 and 45, but USCIS only updated my I-45 as received, not I-130. So what's your question? I just called about a problem, but no response. If you're calling my office at this time, it's 9:24 p.m. There shouldn't be anyone in the office because we close at 5 p.m. We've got an answering service, but that's just, yeah. So if you called, and if you're coming on, if you just say you just called, I start this program at 8:30 p.m. Yeah. Okay. And I always say the easiest way, if you need to get information, as far as if you're calling to find information or to have me answer questions, it's not going to happen. Let me be very clear. Outside of this forum, it's not going to happen. I think this is more than plenty information. So if you're calling to speak to somebody, to get information about immigration, you're going to set up a paid consultation. There is no way around that. But if you are looking to get the information to set up a consultation, then we're open 8:30 to 5 p.m. But the fastest way is to go on our website or send a text to WhatsApp. Lydia usually stays here because some of these questions we use has posts as well, so she takes notes. But you will get someone to respond to your text no matter what, or an email. Or just go on the website, you see it right there on the first page, book your consultation. But other than that, no one is going to give you legal information, legal advice without you having to pay. It's not going to happen. So just to put that out there. My mom got a Section 221G. How do I go about it? You may want to speak to a lawyer to find out, discuss the facts of the case. Okay. My adjustment status is that they need me to complete vaccination, but my wife rejected me. Then we'll talk about that when we meet. We'll talk about that. You said you've already scheduled a consultation, so that's what we're going to discuss when we meet. How long does it take after VAC is approved to receive green card? Anything about how long, please go on USCIS website to see the processing times based on your field office. My friend is facing deportation and the warrant has been ordered. Are they going to come looking for him? I'm hoping he has a removal defense attorney. If not, then he needs to get one. I can't say they're going to come looking for him. I mean, that's not something I can speculate. Let's see. Can someone get citizenship if they cannot read? If they qualify for an exemption, depending on, or in medical exemption, especially at 648, then they probably need to speak to a lawyer or a physician and see what their options are. If not, if there's no basis for the exemption, then they're gonna have to learn how to read. Okay. Let's see. If someone's spouse passes away and that individual, what's the time? Divorce documents. If someone's spouse passes away and that individual divorce documents with their previous partner, okay, what's the rest of the question? But he or she filed for that individual children. What does one do? If someone's spouse passes away, but he or she filed for that individual's children, what does one do? Sit down with a lawyer to discuss the case. How common does USCIS approve change of status from B1 to F1? If you have your evidence, there shouldn't be any problem. You are in valid status. How many times can I file for my relatives in a year to come over to the United States? You can't file for your relatives. You can invite them. They have to apply for non-immigrant visas themselves, but you can't file for them. Why is it showing that there is an activity on this? Hold on 1 second. It's happened on. Oh, TikTok. Okay, here we go. Okay. My husband has an I-130, K3. So you've got an I-130 pending and a K3 pending. I'm 4 months pregnant. What can I do? I only make. Okay. So what is your question? Are you asking how to expedite? What is your Brenda? What's the question you're asking? Because you just made a statement. What should you say? What can I do about what? I've been on asylum for 3 years. No reply from USCIS. I met someone today whose asylum has been pending since 2016. It's taken years for them to schedule interviews. Okay. And can we please not repeat questions because it's okay. I think I've answered that question. And so, Brenda, you're the one I was waiting on to see. Okay. Illinois Brown, you're not going to put in what the USCI's decision is on your 485 on the comment section. You can ask a very simple question, or you can set up a consultation to discuss your case. My husband doesn't want to give me a divorce letter. He did so I can file my papers. He's running and don't want to pick my calls. What can I do? Miss Becky, I would say if you've got a lawyer, discuss that with your lawyer. If you do not, then you want to sit down with one and figure out what your options will be. If one gets denied, well, USCI send them an NTA. It has been 6 months, still no NTA. You don't want to have one, unless you. So the only time you want to have an NTA, notice to appear in immigration court, is if you know you've got a relief that you're eligible for, and you can only apply in immigration court, such as a cancellation or removal, VAR cancellation of removal, withholding of removal. Other than that, you don't want to have an NTA. So that is usually what the denial would say, but it's not some. There's some states that or field offices that are very quick to sending you NTAs, but there's some people who have been here 6, 7, 8 years, haven't received an NTA, they're able to refile. So yeah. Is it free to renew work permit if your I-485 and I-360 is pending? Basically, yes. That's what we talked about. Just filed that with concurrent I-485, 7605. My question is, are there increasing in filing fees for these forms after? Mr. Ibrahim, if you already sent that in, then if you're going to be renewing, you wouldn't have to pay any fees. But anyone who is just filing the new VAR case is not going to be paying any filing fees with either the VAR petition, which normally doesn't have any filing fees, but with your green card application and work permit, there will be no filing fee. Okay, people, you're welcome. Hello to all, and happy new month. So let's all agree in faith. We're going to agree, speak it into existence, that this month we are taking we have come, like knock knock, April, who's there? We the owners of the blessings that God has distributed in every single day of this month. We are here to take it all, not leave anything. Every single blessing, the ones that we've seen and the ones we have not seen, we're taking it all. We are going to be here and testify to the goodness of God at the end of this month, at the end of this year. When we come together in this forum, in this space, it is very encouraging. And just like I was talking with 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕, I just had a conversation with him, I want to say 2 weeks ago. And one of the advice I said, if you got to get a lawyer, the lawyer that we thought was going to go with him couldn't go with him. But as God will have it, his petition was approved. There is nothing God cannot do. He uses people, yes. But when you speak favor into your life, when you speak God's mercy, when you say, let his grace lead you, and begin to testify on your behalf, and that his grace, his favor would change the mind of those who thought they were going to discredit you, or those who thought they were going to embarrass you, or they're going to give a negative, unfavorable decision in your life. When you speak it, they don't have a choice but to change their minds. There's so many times that I'm like, okay, God, I don't understand why this is happening. This is not a result I was expecting. But then I have to remind myself that when it gets so good all the time, I remember to give him praise. I'm going to do the same thing even when I don't understand why this is happening, because I know that if anybody can turn things around, it is going to still be God. So I'm going to keep believing, trusting, and knowing that the testimony is coming. It may not be now, but it is coming. And that's what I believe so much for each and every one of us. Our testimonies are coming. It's not going to be at the same time, but those testimonies will come. This one, we should have record-breaking approvals, testimonies that will be permanent, not temporary, because we have all been, it's sowing into this one and trusting and believing. Enough is enough. We are taking charge, not because of any power that we have, but because we know the one who rules over all, that is in charge. And as long as he remains God, then we will keep moving forward and keep speaking it until we see it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.